everyone, this is Java Jen, and this is my very first craft video. I'm really excited to share this little pop-up style album with you. This is one that I've already created, and you can see how it opens up. There's lots of room for embellishing, and it could even be a centerpiece on a table. You could do Christmas papers, you could do Thanksgiving papers, just pretty much whatever your imagination will let you do. And there, you can use any kind of closure. I just colored a button from close to my heart. They have these clear craft buttons, and just use some ribbon to tie it closed. So that's the one I made, and I'll show you how we're going to make the one today. I'm using this rose-colored paper from the Die Cuts with a View Indian Summer Fall Cardstock Stack. And then I found some other really pretty muted papers, really nice muted colors. They're real soft looking. I found those in the Simply Delightful stack from my Mind's Eye. So that's where I got my papers. So first of all, to get started, you need to make as many circles as you want pages. This one has 6 different little areas in it because I used 6 different pieces of paper. So you could go more or less. 6 seems to be a good size for the 12-inch diameter circles. So we need to make 6 12-inch diameter circles. So what I'm using right now is the Creative Memories 12 by 12 cutting mat and the large circle, the jumbo circle. You could make these on the Cricut with, especially with the Gypsy, where you could fit it to a page and have a large circle. So I'm going to cut out the first circle and show you what we do with that. Here's our first circle. Now I'm going to show you what we do with each circle. Each circle that you cut out, you're going to do this exact same thing with. You're going to fold it in half. Make sure that it's exactly at the right place. Just kind of gently fold it like that. And then get your bone folder and really crease the edge so that it's a really nice crisp fold. Unfold it and fold it again the other way. Same thing you just did. Make sure that your folds are even, and then use your bone folder again. And then you open it back up. Take your scissors, and you're going to just cut one of the crease lines up to the middle. Okay, just to the middle. And then you're going to look at it like this, and you're just simply going to bring the one up like that. And that's how you're going to put adhesive underneath here. This becomes your first section. So I'm going to put the adhesive on, and then I'll let you see what we do from there. So we're going to put some adhesive right on here. Kind of generous so that it sticks really well, and then bring this up, and then make sure that this is nice and flush. Sometimes it gets just a little bit crooked. Now you want that to still be on this side. To fold it in to make it, you don't score it or anything. You simply kind of lay it on its side. I kind of just push in with my fingers right like this so that it gets a nice fold. As long as the bottom is lined up, you're going to be okay on this part. And then you just kind of push to give it a fold in the middle, and then when you open it back up, you've got that nice crease. But that allows it to fold for the book. So that's what we do with each of the circles. Okay, I took a little break so that I could finish folding all of our pages to put in the album. I didn't want to bore you with all of that, but I'll show you one more time how we make this into a page, and that way you'll totally understand, because I wasn't sure if I was real clear with the last one. So I'm basically taking my circle that I cut out, folding it completely in half. I'm going to make sure that it's a nice crisp fold. And then I'm going to do the same thing again. Just gently folding it with my hands just to keep it in place. And then I'm going to do that. Open it back up. Take your scissors and cut one of the creases up to the middle. I'm just going to take one flap and fold it towards me to do the adhesive. It's way easier. And on my adhesive. Okay, and then the easiest way for me that I found to get it is to kind of line it up on the fold line so that it's perfectly straight. And then just kind of bring this one up, and once you get it started, you're good to go. And then I turn it back over and just kind of smooth it down. Now you want to make sure that this double one is on the side so that when you lay that down like this, this is just a single side. You just kind of push that in just really gently so that it starts to come down, and then you make sure that your bottom parts are touching. And then you just very gently push down on that. And that's just going to make a nice crease in there. So that was our last page. That's the 6th page. So we have all of them. And I did cardstock for the first one. Normally I just do all regular thin paper. But I did cardstock just because I wanted the front to have a little bit more color to it instead of a plain back. So what we're going to do basically is adhere the pages together, and what I did was I cut out some little circles. I'll show you those here. From my scraps, from when I cut out my big circles, you can see my pages here. I just used my circle punch. I actually used the Creative Memories circle punch. It cuts out 2 sizes, which is kind of cool. And I just wanted you to see the scraps so that I like to use the most of my paper that I can. So here's just extra circles, and what I did, and you'll see on the one that I already completed, is in between the pages I put these little circles, and it kind of just gives it a scalloped edge, and I kind of alternated on the pages. It gives it a nice scalloped edge, and it really looks decorative. And I did ink these edges, which I may do on this one, but to get it put together today, I'm probably just going to put them in between. So let's get started assembling the album. And this, you'll want to make sure that you do use enough adhesive so that it sticks together well and doesn't come apart. This part's pretty easy. Oops, I almost forgot to put my circles in. And obviously they're going to be facing this way, so you want them to be about half out. The first page I like to do 3, then the next one I'll do 2, and I'll alternate in the middle. So however you want to do it. You don't even have to put the little circles in if you don't want it. Just adds a nice little touch to it. So, and I try to alternate my patterns of paper too, so that I'm getting a keep double checking so that I'm, oops, let's make sure I'm not, oops, that's the same paper I just used. I'm going to pick a different one. And I just get this first one put together, and then I'll probably pause it again while I finish assembling the other pages, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like when we're all done. So I'm sticking that on top of there. I'm just going to show you what the first one looks like. It's that and that. And of course you can see how much space there is for embellishing. And then I'm going to put more adhesive here and more circles and stick the next one on. So I'm going to pause it now and come back in a minute. Okay, I went ahead and put the rest of the pages together with my little circles in between, and that's real easy to do. You can see how this opens up and becomes your little pop-up album. You can embellish this however you want. You can take your extra circles that you didn't use and put them on the front, however you want to do. Do a little closure or whatever. Possibilities are endless. So thanks for watching, and keep on creating until next time.